Alright guys, I have now made it to my camping spot here. As you guys can see, the view is just amazing. So yeah, I came on this fairly tall mountain here, and yeah, there's a lake down there. There's a bunch of dead wood around here on top of the mountain, so I think I'm not gonna run out of firewood. So yeah, today I'm gonna be making a tarp shelter. It's either gonna go up here or down here in the woods, and this should give me some cover. I'm not really sure though. I might put it up there as well. It's a good spot, and yeah. So yeah, I'm gonna be using these snowshoeing pegs on my shelter because, you know, I got them. The snowshoes, they were actually great. They helped a lot when I tried to traverse the roughest conditions where there was a lot of snow. Here, there isn't as much. I can easily walk with my my boots, but there were some parts which had a lot of snow and like brush and stuff, so snowshoes, they really helped a lot. So yeah, I'm happy for those. But yeah, the shelter is going to use the snowshoe pegs and a tarp, so I'm going to make some sort of shelter out of those. We'll see how it goes. Yeah, just look at the view. That's something you want to see when you wake up. And this time, the winter has really come. On my last video, I said that, you know, winter is here, but now it definitely is here. It's something like -10 degrees right now, and it's just beautiful. But I'm gonna start building a shelter, then I'm gonna get some firewood, get some spruce branches again to make myself a little bed. Yeah. Alright guys, so I finally got the shelter done. It was kind of a hassle, but here it is. It's definitely not the most common type of shelter out there, but it does work. So in this configuration, it's in the what I call a day mode. And let me show you guys, there's also a night mode. So this I would use during the day when I'm not sleeping, and I would have a fire here. Soon I will. I just gotta get it going first, and of course put the bed inside. But yeah, this would be the day mode, and during the night I would actually flip the top over so that I can have a wall here for the night if there is some sort of, you know, if the weather turns rough or anything like that. If there's a lot of wind, this protects me from most of it. So yeah, I'm not gonna have an overnight fire. There's just not enough wood around, so yeah, I will be sleeping without a fire tonight. But yeah, in the night, I'm also going to be using my second peg here, and I will be putting it here inside this hole and securing it against the ground and the tarp itself to kind of make it a bit more rigid so that the wall doesn't blow in wind, and it would be set up like this so that, you know, this part wouldn't come onto me when I'm sleeping. So that's my shelter, and we'll see if it works. If it doesn't, well then I'm gonna have a cold night. Now I'm just gonna go and collect some spruce branches because it's starting to get dark, and I want to get my bed done before that. And yeah, I'll also try and get some firewood to actually make a fire and start eating. But yeah, off to doing those things. This ain't easy work. There's a lot of snow involved. I should have just kicked the tree first, but well, at least I got a nice touch of the snow there. Anyways, let's go on. Come on. Come on. There we go. It's a nice piece of log. Alright guys, as you can see, I've made a lot of firewood here. I've chopped those little logs that I got, so yeah, these should burn fairly well, especially these ones. They're completely dry. They're all pine, and most of them are, they smell of fat wood, so they're gonna burn fairly well, I bet. And yeah, I'm just gonna chop these a bit more, make them even smaller, so I can get the fire going. Very first part of it. It's quite windy out here, so yeah, we'll see what kind of challenges that brings up, but hopefully we'll get a fire going and I get to eat something. But yeah, let's just chop these down in smaller and smaller pieces, just like this. Alright guys, so I'm just prepping to make the fire here right now, and I'm doing this very thin wood pulp with my with the back side of my knife, so that it becomes this very fine sort of dust little fibers of wood, which should ignite with the ferro rod. Alright guys, so right now I'm just scraping off some of the ferro rod into the wood pulp pile. And yeah, this way we can maximize the amount of heat we can get from one spark if anything ignites there, so that we can actually get a fire going. But yeah, I think there's enough of that in there right now, so let's just try and give it a nice stroke and see what happens. All right, here we go. Now we got to be careful in order not to fill this one. Got to be really gentle with this fire. Alright guys, as you guys can see, I've got a nice fire going on over here. It's fairly hot right now. It's definitely burning with a lot of heat, and the wind is blowing it right on my face. But yeah, I'm gonna start eating in a second here. I'm gonna be making some omelets. They have some cashew nuts and some meat in it, so it's gonna be good. But the problem with the omelets is that I, of course, forgot to bring any olive oil or butter or anything like that. So, yeah. I hope it's not gonna fry or burn to the pan too badly, but you know, I'm not very optimistic about it. I actually forgot that I packed some breads with me, so I'll use the butter from these to smear the pan. If I can get at least something on there. Now let's smear it. All right. Now we're getting somewhere. So I got the eggs and the meat and the cashew nuts here in this bottle. As you guys can see, there is quite a lot of stuff in there. It's gonna be a thick omelet, but let's see how it works. I didn't expect this. Alright guys, so I think it's ready now, and it didn't really turn out to be an omelet because, well, I didn't bring any oils or any butter, so this is it. This is what we got. We got scrambled eggs with cashew nuts and some sausage. That is good. Let me just add some spice to it. Some black pepper as well. There we go. That should be good. Yeah, that's great. But yeah, I'm gonna make the rest of them after I've eaten these, and yeah, and just chill out. Alright guys, so I'm about to go to bed right now, and yeah, this is how I'm going to be sleeping. I've got the door open. I have quite a bit of firewood. I'm not sure if you guys can see down there, but I still got a bunch left going down there, down there. So yeah, I'm not sure if I even have to close this wall. But if I run out of wood during the night, of course I will. And yeah, how I'm going to be sleeping tonight is I've got my my sleeping bag, the big one, the winter one, and I've also got the smaller sleeping bag, the sleeping bag liner inside of it. So yeah, I'm definitely kind of toasty in here. I'm wearing my fleece coat, and I'm wearing my winter pants inside the sleeping bag here. I won't be putting on my coats. This I will be kind of leaving on top of me here, like so, because it's just, it doesn't really fit in there, you know, in the sleeping bag that well. And if you put too much stuff inside a sleeping bag, it's not really going to help. It's actually going to just make the insulation worse if you've got too much stuff packed in. So yeah, I've got my boots drying out here, got the fire going. Yeah, everything's good. Gloves drying out there, got some water. Anyways, I'm gonna hit the bed now, so good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow, or within like 10 seconds, because, well, you know. Anyways, good night. Good morning, guys. It's a bit windy right now. I hope you guys can still hear me. But yeah, the shelter, it held up very well, and I wasn't cold at all during the night. Even though I didn't have the fire burning the whole night, I actually stopped putting wood in it at like 12 p.m. and I think it extinguished itself at like 1 p.m. something like that. Sorry, 1 a.m. But yeah, the sleeping bag and all my gear, they held up very well, even though it's something like -10 right now. And during the night it was even colder, but still. And the shelter, it provided a great shelter from wind and snow and everything. I've tucked myself in my my hat and hood once again, just to stay warm. Also got my thicker gloves on to you know, keep myself warm. But yeah, I didn't show you yesterday what my camp looked like, so let me show you guys. So yeah, I've got this little log here, kind of hanging downhill from this rope that's holding on to the tarp, and that's keeping the shelter from, like, you know, blowing in the wind from this direction. Then we also have a supporting beam here, a main supporting beam that's going across the camp. Sorry guys if you can't really see well, but yeah, it's right there. So it's going across the whole thing, and it's supporting itself to the tree. Oh yeah guys, and today's actually exactly 1 year since I was camping for the first time in my first video, so yeah, that's kind of fun. Yeah, I'm so thankful for you guys. There's just so many of you right now. Like, I remember I started at like a few random subscribers, and now I've got like, I think 240 some. So that's just amazing, and I thank you all for sticking around. And yeah, it's great to be able to make these videos. Even though the pace at which I upload videos is not the fastest possible, I'm so grateful that you guys stick around and wait for my video to come around after a month of waiting once again. But yeah, the problem is that I'm still in the military and it takes most of my time, but right now I'm on a vacation, and you know, I'll try and make at least this one, maybe 2 videos. We'll see. But yeah, thanks guys for your support. Thanks for liking, subscribing, commenting, disliking. No, don't dislike. No, just kidding. If you feel like it's a bad video, well then, I guess that's the best way to indicate it. But yeah, I'm gonna start packing up the tent now, so thank you guys for watching, and I hope I'll see you in the next one. Bye.